Samdra TV, Veronica the boss. For Samdra TV, she here to give you the best. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Samdra TV.
I love
Samdra TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Samdra TV is here. We the best now in time. Oh, listen and be inspired. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you and good afternoon, good evening to all of you who are watching us today on our special edition of Samdra TV, where we will be guided to discuss one of the trending issues now in Liberia, and that is the I don't want to say removal, but more of like the expulsion of Representative Yeke Koluba, what leaves Liberia, what Liberia political landscape will be after that, and should we be expecting a by-election or should we be expecting another ruling from the court? So all of those discussions will be made here today on Samdra TV. So our host and other panelists will be joining us momentarily, but we'll take our theme song as we try to bring them on the show, and we can talk and give you our own unbiased opinion about the situations that are happening right now in Liberia. So stay tuned with us. We're going to take a musical break, and then we'll be right back.
Veronica the boss for Samdra TV. She here to give you the best. Come and listen, everybody, to Samdra TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen, enjoy the show. Come and listen to Samdra TV. We the best in time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Veronica the boss for Samdra TV. She here to give you the best. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Samdra TV.
I love
Samdra TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Samdra TV is here. We the best now in time. Oh, listen and be inspired. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Veronica the boss.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to talk about the exposure of Honorable Yeke Koluba, whom it has been the second time in Liberian history where we have a sitting representative being removed from office by jury of his peers. I would like to put it that way. And if you don't know Honorable Yeke Koluba is a lawmaker in Liberia. He represents the people of District Number 10 in Montserrat County. and he's known for to be an outspoken individual. I would like to characterize him as always in opposition. He fought for the unity-led government to be in power today. He fought against the CDC led government, and he had the opportunity to be a lawmaker after the president, after he ran again and he won on his ticket. But if you've not been following Liberia's history, over the couple of months ago, we have our lawmakers, Liberia and Guinea, in I should say, we're in a land dispute, and the president of Liberia, in His Excellency Joseph Yumo Boakai, tried to intervene. And I think on so many occasions here we have discussed on Samdra TV uh, what has been the situation in Liberia. So and then he was summoned by the Committee on Laws, Orders, and Administration at the House of Representatives. And subsequently, today we broke the news that Honorable Yeket Koluba has been expelled. So he is no longer a representative of District Number 10. As we can see in this day and age, he is now referred to as a former lawmaker. So we will be giving you our unbiased opinions here at Sandra TV. We will be giving you our thoughts, and like we have always said, this is not a unity party platform. This is not a CDC platform. This is not, a Liberty Party platform. Here at Sandra TV, we bring you the news just as it is. We give you our honest opinions and what we think happenings or situations in Liberia. Today is a very special edition. We don't come on Fridays. We'll be resuming our Fridays show momentarily. But I would like to turn it over to our co-host, who is in Liberia, who is running point on this discussion tonight. So it's over to you, Miss Coke.
Okay, thank you so very much to our studio coordinator, Leon Twazama. And this evening, we are glad to be here on the special edition of national issues that concern Liberia and Liberians around the world. We've been following Samdra TV. We have been following the incident. We're still following the situation of Honorable or former lawmaker, as I refer to him, Yege Koluba of District Number 10, Monserrado County, and it has been an overwhelming situation for the entire country, especially when he recklessly used a statement that put our security at risk. I think that was the height of of what Liberians can take from Yeager, or that's the height of what his colleagues, and as far as our security is concerned, that we Liberians can take from Mr. Koluba. That's what tonight we witnessed the final verdict from his colleagues in the House of Representatives when they stood down on the expulsion order that a few of their members made recommendations to do, and that also came from the committee in their committee room. That's the investigative committee in the House of Representatives. Today we witnessed the final verdict, and he has been expelled from the House of Representatives, Republic of Liberia. So we've come tonight to highlight some of the issues and just let's hear what's going on with you, your views matter on this, and it's important that as Liberians we can talk about this kind of issues together. We also have in studio, let us welcome the host of Samdra TV, Mrs. Veronica Grahams. She's also there, as you can see. She's very busy, but she has to join this conversation. Can you give your introductory remark so that we can keep the ball rolling?
Again, I'm Veronica Grant, your host for Samdra TV. I want to say thank you to my co-host for they show today, the special edition of Inside Liberia. We are grateful to be on your show to talk about our former representative of District Number 10 to analyze the pros and the cons of the removal. If it was transparently done, it was ready, there were whether if quality will play in it. So we are here to analyze it. Again, I want to say thank you to you, Ms. Cook.
So guess what? Let me make you laugh small while we here talking. CDC as a party has suspended all lawmakers who were part of the process today, the voting process, who voted in favor of the expulsion
You
of
say what?
Honorable Yeki Koluma. So so uh with immediate effect they have been expelled from the party. So that is the kind of politics we have in Liberia. Once it's not in your favor, things turn around to go on the other side.
But my
But
question is, when did Yaga Korua become sedition? Yaga Korua had never been sedition. I mean, he was just playing a game,
no,
always identifying with the opposition so he can be able to succeed when it comes to election. So, I mean, CDC will
I
expel
know.
all of the people until the membership will be completely there.
I know that's why I know Yeke Koruba has not really associated himself with any party. Every game that Yeke has been playing has been in his interest, following a crowd of people that already got a crowd and pretend that you are advocating for them, and then you win on their behalf, and consider yourself a hero. And then the next region come, you do the same thing, and you do that continuously. Every time there is a winning side, is a expected winning side, you jump on that side, put your own crowd there, and make sure that you have a space to sit down. And by the time you sit down, you win the position on simple platter, and then you come back to disrespect the government
The
that
rest of the
also
people, yeah.
that you claim you brought to power. You disrespect them to the letter and think that it is the right thing to do. So that is what those are the things. Since Honorable Koliba went to the House of Representatives, I haven't really seen his achievement. There has been a little or no achievement at all. Absolutely nothing to show that Honorable Koliba brought this bill in and it was handled this way. Every time there is a session, there must be some kind of noise. Every time during session, there must be some kind of noise coming from Koluba. There must be some kind of noise. And like imagine even the females in the House of Representatives, like all of them voted for him to be expelled from the House of Representatives. Why? Why you think your colleagues, especially females, that will just vote against you like that? Is it something that they hate you? Are your friends or colleagues uh, 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 going against you for any gain or anything? No. Whole 6 years job, where the whole 6 years job that you have been given on silver platter by the people of Liberia. Can you please bring the fourth person into the studio? Let's see. It's a whole job for you, and you benefiting from Liberians more than Liberian benefiting from you. So why you want to even take the initiative to start our peace? Why are you thinking about such a thing? The statement was just too out of place. And I think people just feel no, you people are not in Liberia. If you were here to see what's happening around, when I was coming from town, in the buses, in the taxis, in the keke, rider and passengers, the argument, the people who are in favor of the removal of Ege Koluba, far more than the people who are against. Far more. The number of women that were rejoicing today, I was like, but why? Why? This man he doesn't have fan base in Liberia anymore because of his mouth. He will keep his mouth. The Bible says saves his life. Several governments have come and gone. And this whole thing about expulsion is not no new thing in Liberia politics or in the constitution of Liberia. It is no new thing. And it is in the constitution. So even if this is the first, I remember President that time, Honorable Brandon Samuga won the senatorial seat in Lofa County. He was denied. He didn't even enter that office. He was denied for entering, or in fact, for even taking office as a senator by the court under the George Weah government. Why are they making this to look like President Baka is the one who removed Yeke and is a witch hunt and is that and it is and the other? This is a man who has been very disrespectful to the people of Liberia. The people of District 10, the people who voted him in, are very disappointed in him. This is a man who has always embarrassed his constituent, always embarrassed the people he leads and he claimed to be working for. You go to the House of Representatives in an undecent way, many days they will have to throw you out simply because you refuse to do or you refuse to act accordingly. Even under President William, he was suspended before with up pay or salary. This is no new thing. If a person, and I think there are several other reasons why Liberians should see this as a caveat to every lawmaker or the future lawmakers. That when we vote you into office, the office you are voted into is a responsible place, and you take responsibility for what you say or what you do, because you either harming your people or you're bringing good deeds to them. You know how many persons right now in the next 2 to 3 months will not have salary coming in? The entire office staff that are not under the central administration. People now coming be looking for a way to run the central administration to start begging. To take all the young people who working with you out of job. Because the next person coming in will be coming with his or her own staff. So there are so many issues or so many persons' life he put at risk simply because his statements are always reckless. And this one was just the peak of what Liberians would take when it came to our security issue. Guinea wasn't taking anything for joke. Seriously. If they could shoot from their borderland across to our own country and that bullet hit somebody, if Liberia would have retaliated, no one going to happen. If what he said, the land belongs to Guinea, even the people from Lofa knows. He was showing like a chest. If the people from Lofa know that the land is for Guinea, and the Guineans, do you know that they are still to that place? They are still there. It's just that they still handling the diplomatic side of it. People who been going to Guinea and come and say his statement has been used on the radio in Guinea, on the media in Guinea, so that they can have more possession, and that is what the people are taking seriously. So the platform is open. We can discuss it. We're here until 9 o'clock, and even more. We are expecting journalist James Quabo from Lofa County Alternative Youth Radio to join us in studio as we continue this important conversation. Leon, do you have
Yes,
anything to say there?
yes. Thank you. Yes, I was waiting for you to comment since you're running point. But like I mentioned earlier, first and foremost, we want to, for me personally, I want to commend the House of Representatives for taking such a very bold step. And I'm coming from a very youthful perspective. You see, Liberia is was founded in 1822, and since then we have thrived to be where we are today as a nation. Yes, things might not be perfect. Yes, there are still a lot of work to do. But however, we in our own weak way, we are seeing governments upon governments that are trying to do better. And I started following politics since 2005 with the were babies, but we just sing the My Eddie Jones song and Joe Burger song. But you have never seen, or I have never seen a lawmaker be so disrespectful to not just his peers, but also to a certain government. We have seen so far that real quick, a breaking news coming in from Samdra TV. So like you mentioned earlier, that CDC expelled some of their members. So CDC had just reinstated the lawmaker of district number 2, Maggie County, Honorable Alpha Jones. So that's a breaking news. Alpha Jones has been reinstated by the CDC led government. So we'll follow up on that. So moving on to my point, right? The government of Liberia, this 2026, or when the president was elected, he said no business as usual. That's something that the president said, and that's something he has stood on. And 2 days ago, when they asked him about the expulsion of Honorable Koluba, this is what he said. He said that there are a lot of things that will never happen that will happen. I'm not in the legislature. The president is implying that yes, I'm not in the legislature. Now, people are running around with this statement about the president being the reason why Honorable Koluba is expelled. No, let's not go out there and deceive our people who are following us. Honorable Koluba was expelled because there was a breach of law with the Liberian Constitution. His fellow lawmakers felt disrespected, and going as far as committing a treason. So, and as a certain lawmaker, there are some things that we expect you to say, and some things that we expect you not to say. As a lawmaker, as a man, as a father, you cannot be going to sections on Tuesdays and Thursdays disrespecting the speaker, the deputy speaker, whoever presiding, and insulting as if to say you're not going to get caught. One way or another, you will get caught. And if there's one thing that we have learned from this led government, is President Boaga is doing no business as usual. We all scheme on this platform, and we commended the president, and we commended the Supreme Court for sending Private Key to jail for being disrespectful to the Supreme Court. All of us Liberians were some of us were excited, and we commended the president for doing that, or the Supreme Court for doing that. It's only fair that former Representative Jacob Koluba be expelled. And that is sounding as a lesson to any other lawmakers out there. Your job is to do oversight and the rule of law. If you are going beyond the rule of law, being disrespectful, insulting government here and there, I mean, I can tell you, Miss Cook, a lot of times, even last year, we all saw on Facebook, as we can say in our Liberian vernacular, the man caused that were causing on doing this the same citizen government today. That are saying is a bad thing. We have seen videos are there, evidences are there. We have seen even the Moses Akaro's Gray, who is now being fought in the president. The records are there when he was there, when he was there as a lawmaker at the time. He said in a court that if you get continue to cause in the house, they will beat him. And I'll put that video up in a second. So what the time go that now is a bad thing for Liberia, for the house to expel Koluba. So what I'm going to say in my intro is I commend the House of Representatives for doing that. That serves as a caveat to any lawmaker. That is not your personal seat. You are not entitled to that. You are being privileged to lead your people for 6 years. While you are there, be on time, do the right thing, and then you will not be expelled. If not, we'll be here again to discuss it on this show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, there, Leona. And that's the fact. That's the fact. A lot of them have problem with this same yeke. If that's their business. But if this group of lawmakers see the need and knows that he has overstepped his bound as a lawmaker, you should also be security minded. Besides, the Ekoluba is an ex-combatant that everyone knows in this country because he breaks airport irregularly. So that's something when it comes to the peace of a country, he knows how to keep it. He's supposed to know. He knows just among ourselves how the war went and how many years it was. He was there, he was a part. He was one of the throwing grenades and rockets around. Then just know what it takes to do country versus country. If you put us at risk and you call that free speech in a serious manner country like Liberia, a growing, peaceful country, a country that is just trying to pick up broken pieces when it comes to infrastructure development, economic development, and all of that, we are still fighting to meet the new world system. See the age and time we're in. If we could happen any lawmaker like that for more years, I have been lawmaker for. I think this is the time to take a strong decision. And this, to me, is long overdue. On a more serious note, to me, it's long overdue. There are several persons with several views because we Liberians, when it is not about us, we think that it should not be. I got a lot of views today when I was coming home from work. I heard people talking about why, on President Parker during the time he was in the opposition, why he didn't stop Yeke from cursing. President Parker now, at that time, Ambassador Joseph Parker at that time, what could he do to amend the Yeke? He himself was looking for a way to come back to power. He himself was finding his own way. And Yeke has never been a united partisan. He has never been a sedition. Yeke came to power on independent ticket, and that's how he moves. So no one he is a member of no party to say I will expel you from the party or I will take you away from the party because you you being insultive, you being rude, you're talking about things that don't concern you. No, he's a and mostly he's a full grown man. He's a lawmaker, and he should take responsibility for everything he does, everything he says. He should take responsibility for it. And now this is one of the ways he's taking responsibility for his free speech, as he called it. And it has no way, this Yeke incident has no way of hampering our democracy in Liberia. It has no way. So any people, I'm reading a lot of articles where people saying it's been partial, it will hamper the growing peace, the democratic lives of Liberia will be put to this, it will be that, people got their own views, other people embrace it. But these things are happening before. It has happened before. Like I said, it happened to Brandon. He didn't even take office. And for him, it was a different reason. It was a whole different reason. It was about the AFL, the funds, according to them, it was about corruption and all of that. But just after 3 months, when they denied access to the capital building, there was a by election in Lofa County, and that guy remained peaceful. And he's on his own, even up to now. He's very peaceful. He didn't say anything. So if you get there something and that happened, the removal of Justice Kabina Jana, it was under the same CDC region. It was under them. What happened to the what happened? Who stood up for him? Nobody. They removed him from the bench. It happened during that time. So there is no new thing that is happening. Like the president said yesterday, things will always happen. And he's not a member of the legislature, and which is in fact is not a member of the legislature. They go into their house and make their decision, and when it pass. We go to the parliament pass when time reaches, and we make our own decision, and when time pass, it pass. If we want to vote, whoever want to vote nowadays in Liberia, before we go to the parliament pass, we will study hard the candidates that will be bringing. If truly they understand the three cardinal reasons they are in the house for, we will study them, we'll ask questions, we'll see, and make sure that people who will make responsible decisions that will support the district, and that will be in the interest of the people who he's leading or who she will be leading, because we can vote anybody, man or woman, anybody can become a lawmaker from that district right now, depending on. And Yege, another thing Yege needs to calm down. He has a lot of things to reflect on. If you in this country on the academic side, you're not strong, you don't have friends in the business world, you're not sophisticated as some of your fellow lawmakers who have built empire and who got international partners that they can work with at any time. And most people doesn't see you serious in the horse. So they won't take you serious. But that's diplomacy. People come to the country, they want to work with your district, they want to work with, your the community. You don't see you serious. You're not taking serious every time they watch Liberian news from Parliament. They see you either standing over somebody here with your finger in their face, or they see you insulting Speaker Man, or the deputy speaker man, or you tell to cause the president, searching your arm, toting you to bring you outside. Can you imagine? Can you imagine those scenes? And who are going to do business with you? Who are going to work with you in your district? You become an embarrassment to the people. And then when you leave this kind of job, this kind of opportunity, a stable job for 6 years, if you leave this kind of opportunity and you go sit down to your house, there are few persons right now who are running behind you and insulting the president, because after the expulsion today, I saw people Grenada boys on Carey Street area, they also go there running behind him and saying things about he and Joseph, President Boakar's mother. And I just do that, just somebody said this is just to comfort him, because by the time he gets home and he lies on his bed and start reflecting about all the incentives, the values, the respect that the honorable house brings to an individual when you become a member, you know, the kind of security and backing and strength you have. I don't want to rush to go to the salary side yet and all the little envelopes and stuff like that come with any dignity that place brings. When you start thinking about how you just lost it in a twinkling of an eye because of your mouth, and there is no even people say they will do something and they don't have regret. There must be a regret. Nobody should tell you. That would just be a say when he said, I don't regret it, like he said after the expulsion, when he came also and journalists were asking, when he said, I don't regret it. No, he regrets every bit of it. He himself will not know that he's regretting it until he gets on his bed tonight. For now, he's still on phone, making phone calls, talking to people now, people trying to see where they can console him, but he will regret. That midnight, when the sleep come from your eye, at the time you can imagine yourself. At the time you can imagine yourself that what you had is just gone away in a twinkling of an eye. Because we are human. There's no way you can, any human will say, I lost my job today, even if it's a sweeping job, and they will not feel bad about it. No matter the place where they find themselves. Coming to talk about a place like the hospital is anything. You can't afford that kind of news in the international community about you, and you expect people to do business with you. It will be hard. It will be so difficult. Trust me. But our numbers are on the string. If you are watching us on YouTube, on Facebook, and you want to make a contribution, you want to make a comment, you are free to make a comment on our Facebook post. And then our number is just on the screen. You want to call in, you can call in using our WhatsApp number right there. And we are talking about serious national issue on this Friday that occurred today, the expulsion of the district in Mossorado County lawmaker. Yeke Korba is now a former lawmaker, so he's an ordinary citizen like us. And that is a we go. Fair, Mrs. Grimes, you like to add up?
You are muted. You have to unmute yourself.
I'm okay now.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I was saying congratulations to the lawmaker. This is one of the best decisions they ever made in the long term. This is past due. This is expired. I mean, let me just correct my own brother and friend from Magibi County, Honorable Alpha Jones. When the clerk was naming those assigned today, the clerk said on sign, Alpha John Magibi County on sign. It means you did not sign. So I see people posting from your office or your circle that, oh, Alpha John did not sign what they said he signed. No, the clerk said on sign. Try to get that one clear. People that are pointing finger at Joseph Parker are people that did not do saving in school, maybe when they went to high school, they were so smart and they didn't do junior high, some courses in junior high to really know how the law works in Liberia. So because of ignorance, we will consider them. I mean, they can say what they want to say. The next thing is, even the great United States was sitting in here, those people don't play with the land. Leon is a United States Army. They don't play with the land. When it comes to the war and thing, if you don't stand with them, you try to default for them, it's something serious. I mean, sometimes at our job, where you have a lot of ladies working, sometimes for no reason, you can have some misunderstanding. But sometimes our bosses can say, you know why we got to work together as a team, especially when we have guests. And when it comes to our patient, we got to work together as a team, whether you like me or not, because we are here for the patient, which is the common goal. So our common goal is Liberia. And Liberia is being threatened by another country, not just a country, a French-speaking country. And then you try to take their side. It's not a joke. We're talking about national issue. We're talking about things that will destroy the lives of others. You know what I mean? If Liberia, if Guinea, Sierra remain right there near that river and throw one bomb or one whatever heavy gun in Lofa County, it's not going to be Lofa County alone feeding the bombing will feed, Bapolu will feed it. And the group of the rest of them will start feeding it. The rest of the counties will start feeding it because why? People will start coming there for refuge. Leon, if you have access to this boy, they call, I know it's a boy, Haba, you can send him the link to join because Haba is saying that we are not talking the law, we are talking politics. Apparently, you will have knowledge on the law, then maybe then we have to make a contribution. But anyway, it was not a joking thing. It's not anything you climb about. Before my great grandma told me once upon a time that there was a man in the village. They had a belief that some people got medicine and the medicine is just to climb, the medicine to laugh, the medicine to do something. So we don't know whether you get medicine or just to climb because as a certain lawmaker, I mean, they're talking about national issues and you joking. Even, let's be honest with you, even the land in question, even a lot of land is for Guinea as a certain lawmaker. Is that a contribution you will make? Is that a comment you will make? Is that a statement you will make? And then you bragging that the Guinean president is your friend. This is a man that went and Jackie and grabbed last time I know whoever the president that was there and made out of paper and took the president's seat in Guinea. He went there as 2 years interim leader and then he was just elected as I learned. Is that a man you're going to joke with? And besides, we're talking about country to country, guy. We're not talking about internal conflict. Even internal conflict. Vivian, look at internal conflict destroy you and myself, youth. You think at this age I should still be chasing a degree? If there were no war in my country at this age, I would just be doing things like learning how to cook with my husband, learning extra things. I would not be chasing degree, but because the war stole our youthful age and we want to fight within, this is why we're doing what we're doing. But those are them, when the CDC become Yeka Koluba party, I mean, they're just hypocritical. Let me tell you, Yeka Koluba is, I don't want to use any power. He was just somebody that was not thinking. You think you and somebody can make force? You caused job we have man for 6 years. You caused job we have wife for 6 years. You caused CDC for 6 years. You think they ready identify with you? For you to learn the highway, even the sedition sign against you today. So I don't care what you are going to do. You're not fit anywhere. I saw one little girl on Facebook laughing, say, oh, maybe that you can man used to kill you can blind paddle, say you can man down. Every little thing you thought it escalate and you fall in trouble. I mean, we just laugh about it. You cannot be a sitting lawmaker and be a client every day. You cannot be a sitting lawmaker. What contribution? This is your second term. When I go Liberia, I don't really, I now had the opportunity to visit Oro and other part of district number 10 to really know what achievement, what have you done in that district. Even the market brand there, what are you doing in that district?
But Yaka was just playing game. Each time there's election, he will go with the side that is opposition because he knows that Liberian people love opposition because we want things to happen quick. We don't really see development, long-term development that will benefit us. We just want to see something that we can put in our part to eat. So he will always go to the side of the crew that is in opposition. That why he did, he said he brought Joseph Boakai into power. Yaka man said campaign plus a campaign. Joseph Boakai was still going to be president anyway. I mean, Joseph Boakai in one way or the other brought you to power. Because normally Kanga then being your district, dancing with you in our district, as vividly remember other collaboration party people dancing with you and selling you, make you to win. You didn't do nothing for Joseph Boakai. Okay, let me assume you brought Joseph Boakai to the power. How can you bring up somebody to power? How can you dress the devil and try to laugh at the devil? How can you bring Joseph Boakai to power and try to destroy this man? That man is older than your daddy. I mean, we ladies, we can talk about something can embarrass us, and not everybody can understand. Why were you even going to the man, the woman that poor lady private home? Whether her children from different fathers, whether her children are from different fathers, did they ever do DNA on you to know whether the father you own is your real father? And besides that, even the children are from different fathers, the daddy don't have issue with it. We have a DNA judge that said take somebody to be father and take somebody to be a daddy. So Jaga Kwadwa more ran too fast and he felt he was untouchable. And one thing I would suggest is to Waka government, you guys win 2029, the group that win 2029, please, it's important for us to call people to teach our lawmakers who do not really know the law. Because I don't know when somebody enter the parliament, whether they have the opportunity to read the law of Liberia. Because some of them don't even know their function, they don't even know their work, they don't know why they are there for. They are only there, some of them are there to put the check in the pocket and ride Lazura's car and have opportunity called lawmaker. People say, oh, Yaka was doing anything, doing open time, nothing happened. Okay, yeah. Now open time, open choose for somebody to cross his mind and took him out and boom from the grave and put it on and make it fly. He didn't have issue with it. We're going to choose for somebody to insult his wife. He didn't have issue with it. But again, it's not just a black guy that is dealing with Yaka Kaluba. It's Yaka Kaluba colleagues. I feel that he keeps bringing disgrace to the parliament. The people that are there, you think that you see how those women voted today? You see how those women voted today? I mean, I'm not going to come from work and then my colleagues claim on the car, do the crazy person, and are sitting down in the parliament with that person when I go home. What would I tell my 16-year-old son? What would I tell my 12-year-old daughter? So the thing is, people that say, well, they did Yaka did that. Yaka, let me tell you, whoever can reach it, don't mind this decision. They all set you up, but you are not smart enough to learn. After the CDC will protect you. I can't agree that in a horse, you're not getting the same money you get in IT. You care to protect you, but you didn't learn. So what I'm trying to say is that Liberians, we need to stop being hypocritical. We need to be real with ourselves. We need to be honest with ourselves. Like one guy on Spunta, he said Yaka is a non-essential worker in the parliament. Of course, he's a non-essential worker. So if you're a non-essential worker, you gotta lead. So why you got pointed at Joseph Boakai, you need to be pointing at his colleagues in the parliament that work with him. Somebody who work with Yaka for 7-8 years, they know the kind of man he is. So I mean, the removal of Yaka today is a relief for Liberia. And Yaka stood right there and bragged that he got a house in Dubai. Yaka said the capital building was not a living room. He got a house in Ghana, he had a house in Dubai, he had a house in the place. Bragging all over with your own heart and money. But all he does is come and cuss. Oh, Yaka get it. How far Yaka advocacy gone? How far Yaka advocacy gone as a parliament? A mayor in a parliament. So, removing Yaka today is a blessing. Removing Yaka today is a +1. And then after June, I love you, Honorable After June. I really do love you as a brother. Nobody said that you signed for Yaka. Apparently, the English that they were speaking, a lot of the lawmakers didn't understand it. They said sign, on sign means you did not sign. And I vividly remember, y'all going to replay the clerk. When they got to Alpha Coco June, the clerk said on sign. The reason I vividly remember Alpha June, because Alpha June is my brother and friend. When we in Liberia, last time he brought me a laptop for Christmas gift. In fact, he was dividing a laptop on his others in the district, and I was having to be there. I took my own laptop too. So I mean, they never say you sign. We know you didn't sign. We know you didn't sign Alpha. So you're start making things like this thing is politics. This thing is not politics. You guys were trying to put our country in a threat. So if he will go and do the same thing that the man did to take the other president from the chair, then he try it. And he said the war had just started. Well, again, let me stop here. Let other panelists can make a contribution. But I just want to say I'm glad that Yeka was removed today. Other representatives, incoming representative, current representative will learn that even though they are representative, but they are not above the law.
So thank you. Let me just chip in. Let me just buttress to what you said. And I think somebody on the show have already made it. I've as far as we are concerned, Liberians, we do we don't Yaya Kaluba is not a sedition. He's not a groupist. I think the co-host mentioned he's just a regular and independent candidate that was falling in love. If it's anything, I think Yaya, he benefited more from the political campaign with Joe Boagai and Jeremiah Cohen than Jeremiah Cohen and Joe Boagai benefited from him. But I want to stress out in the with Honorable Yang Twine. After the removal of Honorable Yang Twine posted on his Facebook page, he said he's been quiet for a while because he realized that in Liberia, or the governance of Liberia is what the president wants. The
No,
president
correction. It's not Yantuayen, it's Ta Wongbe.
sorry, not Yang Honorable Twine. My apologies.
Yantuayen no
My
better.
apologies. Honorable Yatua is my favorite love and my favorite senator. But it was Honorable Tawombe. I know the senator. I always get both of them confused. Representative number 9. I don't want the host coming from him because
Don't make the senator
I'll
hold you in
take
content.
our man down. Our apologies, senator. But that was Honorable Tawombe, and I've been following him closely. We're not ready to discuss our own issue yet. We're not ready, but we'll all discuss about it. But when he said whatever, or when he posted that whatever the president gets, the president want is Liberia style of leadership. I think for me that is very, very unfair. Very unfair because the president did not initiate Yaya Koluba expulsion. It was initiated by his fellow colleagues in the House of Representatives. So this idea of people running with this thing, trying to politicalize this thing is not about politics. So we don't want citizens to be out here in their feelings, or we don't want you people to be out here in their feelings. It's just the root of law. All right. And from what I've been gathering so far, can we be questioned by the Supreme Court for in out of treason? If he's investigated and he's found guilty, he's going to jail. So this is just the beginning of honorable from honorable Koluba issue. So he's been removed now, and the investigation is going to go on if there's any out of treason, and if there is, he's going to prison. So the thing was saying, I'm talking about, this is just the beginning. He's seen a bigger issue than he realized. It's deeper than just being removed as a lawmaker. It goes beyond this. It go beyond this. So if he's been investigated by the Supreme Court and he's been found guilty and out of treason, he's going to prison. That fact we're gonna show you. Go ahead.
So let me ask question. Vivian, I mean Miss Cole, let me ask question. How long does he have to return our property to the parliament? Because we need to clean those things and start cleaning our office. And whoever go in our office need to send for a prayer person to pray in our office. So we want to know how long will it take for Honorable Quarterback to turn the Liberian people things to them.
Look, first of all, that Honorable Yege or former representative Yege Koriba will be taking his regular salary along with his office staff until the by-election, after the by-election. And usually when things like this happen, it's 3 months before the by-election. So once the by-election is over, Yege Koriba will have to, even the car will be turned over to the government. But I noticed he left the car at the Capitol building today
He's
because he
smart.
rode with somebody. He rode with one of his colleagues. or former colleagues, and that is just it. So he left the car at the Capitol building, but it will take after the by-elections to. I think we got our guest in the studio. I don't know who is that. Oh, okay. Uh, Pastor John Sebedi, you are welcome. Um,
Thank you.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We are discussing the removal, its effect on the district. Those who work for district number 10, that they are completely out of job because of their lawmaker reckless statements he usually make, and claiming that everything has to be to a free speech or politics. This is where it has led into, and what we hope for District 10, and all the blames that people have been shifting on the president and others, uh, claiming that they are the ones who initiated the expulsion. Those are the things we're discussing tonight. So you are welcome. It's national issue, and we talk to flag it out tonight together as a team on Samdra TV. So you know we are on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere you listening audience want anywhere on YouTube and Facebook you want to send your comment or you want to make a statement, you're welcome to send your comment. We're going to take it and analyze it and we'll get back to you. If you also want to make a phone call, let's do it through WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number will appear on the screen shortly. So welcome, Pastor
So,
John.
so real quick, before Pastor come in, if you have not been following us so far, Pastor John is going to be hosting our gospel hours on Sundays. So the Fridays, youth talk is going to move back to Fridays, and Pastor John will be taking over the Sunday edition of Sandra TV, where he's going to come out talk to us about fellowship, about Christ, and these wonderful things that God has laid on his heart. So I just wanted to put it out there. So take it away, Pastor John.
Thank you very much. I don't know what I can come in now to say something about Coluba.
Yes, you're free to introduce yourself and you want to make an opening statement, you can do that.
Well, I'm indeed grateful to God for being a part of this discussion, more especially on Central TV. And I'm John Zebedee Dopa, pastor, founder and head pastor of the Life Mission Prayer and Deliverance Ministry, located in Liberia, to be specific, in Congotan Community TB Annex. So I want to be very grateful that I'm a part of this upcoming program and to make my contribution. As per Coluba's issue, I don't know. I have a different version. The other time we have the situation with Prophet Key, and then it took a different turn. And that was a lesson to him that no more he can go on social media and just speak recklessly. So with Koluba, I think if he's taught a lesson and allow him to remain on board, that will serve as a deterrent and he will be able to learn because over the time, I don't think Koluba really have somebody to speak into his life to guide him. And most time people have political godfather, but I don't think he has one. So as a result, he doesn't know along the way, he have not known how to conduct himself in the public service. As a result, he will always say things. Yes, he can have good points to express, but most time he express it in a way that is too vulgar. So as a result, this is the reason why today we are seeing what is happening. So I look at it from a different perspective. That is, if his friends were to just teach him a lesson that will serve as a deterrent, still maintain him in that position, so that when he goes back there, he won't behave like that anymore. But I think the action has already been taken, so maybe you will just have to leave.
Yes, that maybe he has to leave, and like you said, we don't think he has a political godfather, but he has been in the House of Representatives long enough to have read the Constitution, to have followed, even though in Liberia we know for one to become a representative, he doesn't care about reading the Constitution. All he knows, he must have the people the people at his disposal, or the will of the people. That's all they want. So they think that when they enter, they will learn or they will gradually read the Constitution. But like you said, if they have suspended him, but Yege has been suspended before. Do you know that? Do you know that
Yes,
Yege
many
Koluba
times.
has been suspended for parliament before? Thank you. So when someone, even in school, has been suspended for 1 or 2 times, the next decision is to put them out. And I just think that they have tried. Though even me, I get tolerate again for 2 days. Those lawmakers, his colleagues have tried, the constituent, the district itself, the people he's leading, they have tried. They have tried. The government of Liberia has tried. We the Liberians, we have tried. Yeah, we're doing well with
You
this
know,
thing. We are doing well. But
So
somebody phone,
that feedback is happening right now
please mute
because
your
somebody
phone.
want to hear that you're talking. So you gotta unmute what's happening first and go ahead.
Please mute your phone. Yeah. So, so several reasons, several things has happened. And I like what the people said, the representatives, when the chief clerk was reading, she was clear. She said it has nothing to do with political reason. It has nothing to do with political reason. She read it and we listened. She read every count that came out of the committee's room. There was nothing there about political reason. I know in Liberia we always think that people, here behind this, people here behind it, this is for political reason, but no, it has nothing to do with political reason. Let us remember that if we focus on the main issue, we're not afraid and be looking for political reason or who's right and who's wrong. The reasons are there. If we follow the reasons for a expulsion and we think that those are not reasons enough to expel him, we can discuss it in another way or another time. But for now, the deal has been done. Yeke is out of the Capitol building. And that's just a Liberia and Liberians will quarrel tonight, and the arguments are strong from one home to another. You, as you passing on by the road, you hearing the noise. Young people sitting there discussing it, older people sitting there discussing, women and children discussing. So these kind of discussions are good. These are good discussions for the future leaders, and what we are seeing from the whole soup thing recently, we know that it will not be easy in the future. So let some of these precedents be set already, so that by the time the other group of people start coming in and they think that is the only way to have more in Liberia, by raising your voice high above everybody. That's the only way you can become a lawmaker, by creating content that will affect people negatively, and people by the time you can followers, your followers start growing and you say, okay, I can be representative or senator. We will not do that anymore in this country. This is a serious-minded country with serious-minded people to lead. Anybody, anybody. The other day, I listened to the president when he was speaking with a cabinet. He told them nobody should feel so comfortable being his friend, because the work of country is what he focuses on. That's what he wants to be done. So let's focus on the work of our country, what will make Liberia develop and grow. Ekekoluba had too many years in this house. 6 years before, another 3 years. It's been 3 years since he was re-elected. And he was re-elected by us, the citizens, not by a federal lawmaker, not by his federal, by his friends, politicians, by the common people. And if you can't represent them the way they want you to represent them, then we know what to do. All your colleagues will make your correction. There are people in our house far younger than Yege, and they are then making laws. presenting bills, discussing issues, agreements, reviewing them. And some of them will just go in the house and go sit down and be the clown of the House of Representatives. It's sad for the country. It is very sad. It has, for me, I don't want to link it with any political reason because to me, what all of us are being curious about is our peace, the peace of Liberia. And for somebody who is a lawmaker in a country to go against a country and supporting another country like that, you really need to be in the house. You can be home and start supporting people right now. Trust me. So there's any as 70, any other thing you want to say before we all take our party statements? Your mic is muted. Your mic is muted. I don't think he's getting me. I'm saying your mic is muted.
Your mic is
Watch the
muted,
mic on the screen.
so you have to unmute it.
Is there a call coming in?
No, that's a personal call. I'm trying to end it.
Pastor, just talking. So we're not getting him. No? Pastor 70, your mic is muted.
You are getting me now?
Yes, your mic was on.
Yeah, it's on now. Okay, you were talking about you have been in that house for quite a while. No, we always say that the
A
age
good
of
one. A
Methuselah,
good one now.
yeah, the age of Methuselah has nothing to do with the wisdom of Solomon. So it's not about how long he has been there. It's a matter of learning along the way. I think one of our mistakes over the year is that those who, just like you were saying, those who want to enter the house, maybe they think they can sharp mouth, they can speak and pull crowd. So they think those are, ground for them entering into that place. But I think one of the criteria that should be set for those who want to lead in public office, more especially in governmental office, let's have a school for people to enter and learn all of the culture and practices that has to do with public service. That will be of a great help because even if a young man enters in there, he will know already what he needs to do when he gets there. But just to see that people got sharp mouth, they able to express themselves publicly, and to see that as a means of, getting into the House of Representatives or other public offices, I don't think that's the right thing to do. So if that criteria will be set by the House itself that year after all that want to ever enter into public service, whether it's the House of Representatives, Senate, or wherever, you must be able to go through this school of training in order for you to know exactly what to do in that place. I think by that means we have some responsible attitude when people enter into the public offices. Other than that, we are bound to repeat the error of people like Yeke.
That is true. That is where another big argument is coming up actually on Facebook. People are saying uh, Yeke Koluba, somebody says, let's say Ekaros Moses Grace says, no provision of the Liberian Constitution forbids an expelled lawmaker from recontesting for the same seat. Article 30 of the Constitution only provides for qualification to contest at age 25 and be a domicile and taxpayer. But in this, we will make sure Yeke will not even contest. There will be recommendation from the House of Representatives sent to the National Election Commission. He will be denied. Let him this 55th legislature, he's not coming back to it. Let him wait for 2029. I think that's a good thing because right now he will not have. If anybody thinks that Yeke comes back to that place, that maybe there are citizens who already living in District 10, who already got voter registration card for District 10, will go vote for him. But the rest of the people from District 10 that register there, they will not vote for him. They will not vote. Let him try not to even come back. For now, he's exhausted already from today's activity. Let him go, relax his mind, and talk to maybe a counselor or two and see how best he can start preparing to receive his retirement package because that place men moving, men dropping. Just to say. But if you want to join us on our program, we got limited time. We're about to close. If you want to join us by making a call, let the call be on WhatsApp
Sorry,
using
guys.
our number showing on the
I'm here.
screen. And yeah, so I was just telling on the phone that some people have already started advocating that Yeke is capable of contesting in the by-election to return to the house.
So then we jack our money I want to waste and take one
Yeah.
what a guy in essential lawmaker that
Yeah.
will get an opportunity to run. No,
Mm-hmm.
Yaga doesn't have to be in our parliament again. He turned it so well. He need to
No,
go
no.
and reflect. We need to find rehabilitation center for him. I mean, people sometimes people take this thing for granted. People need to be rehabilitated when they go through certain trauma in life. Because if you don't do that, it has negative impact on you for a minute. So I mean, I think this is what this guy is struggling from. Who is a certain representative will just sit down and just cost every president that come. Just Abaka did not even spend 3 months in the sea. You can start costing just Abaka. And then why you were saying embarrassment, there's the barrier. I said I can't English yet because John we are embarrassment to the nation and just Abaka became embarrassment to the nation. You can even one time insulted Joy Howard Taylor. I mean, what kind of man you are that you don't even have remorse and respect for woman? Why is our culture and our tradition? Why is our I taking Liberia? What's the role of a representative? So I mean that decision today for Yaka to be expelled is a good decision. All along people will learn from it. I mean, like people just say people are hypocritical. Don't mind people. As far as the sedition is are the one I'm really amazed of because the fact of the matter is then they all happen for Yaka to be expelled. Now they will say you are doing it to all we do nothing now the government and you fought out they will start making mockery out of him. You think sedition really care for Yaka? If they care for Yaka today, Yaka couldn't have been expelled today. We are going to go in a meeting and say, okay, even though he did that. But I mean, Kwaja, we are man for 6 years, Kwaja, we are well for 6 years, and Kwaja, we are all the adjectives he could use on Joe, then you think they were going to support him. Well, I didn't be there. But let me take this and welcome Reverend Doba on the team. Reverend Doba is my professor. He will always be my professor, he my mentor, he my spiritual father in the ministry. He going to be on our gospel hour. Vivian is a co-host, and he's in Liberia. I mean, she's in Liberia. She's the one I talked to you about. And Leon is a media person. Our CEO, Mr. Grimes, is not here currently. But I mean, Vivian will get in contact with you along with Leon so they can tell you what really need to be done on because he says spiritual hour or gospel hour. We decided to get him Sunday. So again, we want to say welcome to you. Reverend Doba is a new platform. We are still working. We're all working as a volunteer. One thing gets better. By the grace of God, thing will be fine. So again, we want to say thank you for coming, and we say we are happy to have you on Samdra TV.
You are muted, sir. You gotta unmute yourself again.
You got on me, sir. You still got a yeah, you can
You got me?
yeah.
I don't know. Elita used to be with us at the place there. I don't know what I really know
No, Elita when I ain't bang out.
of. Oh, okay. Okay.
I will talk to
I'm
you
very
tomorrow after the show. so that we cannot change our topic of discussion. So briefly, let me just
You're muting.
So let
yeah,
me just
yeah,
close,
yeah,
and then I'll
Milton.
let the co close out and go. So in conclusion, for me, like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, that was very commendable to the House of Rep. And I think I love to use the footballing analogy, right? If anybody watching this, if you're a football fan, you know that something in football called red card. So when I give you red card, I mean like off the field, you get come out again.
So they get
So
your political record or
so
legislature record.
so they get you get a legislative red card. So for now until 2029, he can't come back. So 2029, if he comes back again, we'll get him
You got what
another red card.
embarrassment to the country. He was an
So that is
embarrassment to the country.
right because that is the first time in this day and age that a lawmaker has been removed. And what people are not understanding is this serves as a caveat to any lawmaker in the house right now. What I bring extent or not, if your job is to protect the Constitution, not to go against the Constitution. You I mean you can sit on public radio and say the president of Guinea is your president friend. I mean that's fine. I president friend now. Go back and go Guinea. He a friend. You go marry me together.
No, your man, I said, go Guinea with me. Let me be honest with you guys. The whole Yakati here is worrisome. That guy
Like
was
the
a
mere friend.
security officer to the president. What the former president Guinea,
Conte.
Conte, that man, no, I'm scared. I'm telling you, you're laughing at me. That man was a president to, I mean, at least security officer to Conte. You all see how he subdued Conte and drag Conte out of the seat and sat down in that chair.
Yeah, a coup
So people
d'etat.
didn't underestimate Yakakolo, but I'm not saying that what he would do. But if Yaka keep bragging, they men are my friend, they men are my tail, they men are my tail.
We
We got
never
to be
know.
careful.
We never know
We got
what
to
he's
be careful
capable
where
of.
surroundings. So I mean, like,
Uh, as an ex-combatant, you never know what he's capable of. And we just hope that this serve as a lesson to him and to every lawmaker who have thought about walking in a full path. Specifically, Honorable Safoko. Safoko is the next in line they're coming for.
That's what the
So
children said today.
Safoko is the next in line for people who will be watching. So you need to be very careful. It's okay to be an opposition, but do not be disrespectful to the government and the people of Liberia. So just to close out, I would just say I thank so much the House of
all our closing statement now we having. Yes, Sarah, been in out.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So I was just trying to make my last comments before we can.
Let me tell you something, Musa Ability. Musa Ability, one of my big brothers from Nima County. Let me tell you, that Musa Ability, me, I'm not mad at me. He may not have signed our people, but you don't know how many person are making money to sign our people. As they get allegedly.
My love me talking about that. My disco love me.
Allegedly, you don't even know how many people
My
Musa
love
Ability
me.
to
My
sign
love
our people.
me.
Musa Ability may not sign. You see how they were playing with a phone today. They talking seriously playing with a phone. They may already knew the number of balance. You already maybe allegedly have paid 3 lawmaker. I mean, the people
Musa
who
is a smart boy.
It's possible.
Musa is a very smart lawmaker. Musa is coming to the night. He
man, he
contest
they
before
can say
the
Musa
It's
Ability
very,
on
very
sign.
possible.
The man on sign, he alone on sign, but you know what? In real life, he signed 3 times or 4 times behind the scene. So I'm
Of
not
course.
Musa Ability, man. Musa Ability, I know.
Oh no, it's very possible. It's very possible. We know those people. We
Yeah.
know this. We know them. Someone else sitting there pretending like us. I didn't say what I didn't say, but they only cover. They supported other people to sign my man son. I will not sign because of reasons. So, so the,
Rabbi, somebody got
those
any
are
contribution to me? I'm not heard you talk. Is he on mute?
oh, he always forgetting. He always
You gotta
forgetting
unmute yourself,
to
sir.
unmute his mic.
Yeah.
Good.
We won't want people who will get in public office in order to start diverting the attention, more especially our young people. And that is just exactly what Yeke has been doing. Yeke is not a good example. He hasn't been a good example for our youth, our youthful population. Because if you will get on national radio and abuse the kind of way you carry on your action, it's not a good thing for anybody to maintain such a man in that position. So I think the right thing that has been done is to expel him and even have it written that Yeke should never come back to that place, no matter what, because he will never be a good example to our youth population.
He will not go closer to that building. In fact, they should figure another way that he will be going.
I think he's good in the military.
Yeah, good now. What's strength?
Yeke still got strength. How old is he? They're overusing themselves, that's all.
Yeah, but I
Okay,
mean, like, we should be
better.
celebrating. Liam mute him. We celebrating today because the
We have
father
that he
of
can
is
return in
bring God is an
2029.
achievement.
That is if he has realized, what he has been doing is wrong, then he can come back and we the people of Liberia will see if he's qualified to come back to the House of Representatives.
But before you come
Because
by now, they got a lot of new
right
breed there
now,
now.
right now, I don't think we can manage people like him anymore. Because even if we see people in that characteristics of Yeke Koduba, I'm sure the National Elections Commission will not allow him to even register to become candidate. There must be some kind of way. There must be some kind of way. Just like they did it with Prophet Key, where he said he wanted to be senator of the back country. Some kind of way you gotta find something so that they can sit down. Because this country is on a serious, very serious path right now. And it is for our good and not, if not us, our children's good. Because the future is in their hands. The
Yeah.
future of this country is in their hands.
And like
Yeah.
Rebel know how to push you. Oh man, I love Liberia. Y'all can't going to feed it a hard way. Let me tell you, when in power, in authority, especially in Liberia, I'm not going to have other country because in the country, even you representatives say so now it don't make difference from people because you got millionaire in this country. So like some of them 4, 5, 10 times richer than even the representatives. So some like representative, it doesn't matter. People don't even know. Some people walk around and say, oh, that means it's a state representative or federal representative, all this stuff. But for Liberia, if you are in power, people will be behind you. People will be visiting your home. Give it about the you get from now to the end of the month. The house will be dry like dry rest. So he will not even get people. People will start making fun out of him. Like you are saying, you already made other people lost their job because whoever they're going to elect, the person will bring his or her staff for it. Now the people that are working there now they're going to lose their job. They got to go to civil servant now to find a job. So yeah, Kaluba I think he need rehabilitation. I think he need a lot of things. He need to do a lot of things. And I wonder why we're really you can depending on. Public speech is not their respect. Public speech is not, you know.
No,
So I mean,
it's not at all. It's not being abusive. No, that is not the only way to prepare yourself
no, that's not the only
or to
way.
say what you want to say. That's not the only way to express yourself. A lot of other people, and let me say thank you to Honorable Sumo Moba of Mossorado County District 3. He was the one who wrote the official complaint, and he's a son of Lofa County, like Yeke is a son of Lofa County. And all of them possess the land over there, and they got their people living over there.
Now the children
And
say you
because
can,
of
but I need
fear
to look back
for
into
the
the thing.
people,
The children say, well, you can look back into the with you.
yeah.
Electric.
So Sumo tried to save the people of Nova County and their land. That's why he brought his complaint in front of his colleagues, and I'm glad that they were able to act on it. Quickly, let me just review the list of representatives expelled from the Congress of Democratic Change, with the exception of Ave Jones, who have been reinstated. We see the name of Julie Fatuma Wia, District 2, Lofa County, Momo Safa Poto, District 3, Lofa County, Elisana Poor, District 1, Riwaji County, Cholople I.C. Wowu, District 2, Riwaji County, Johnson S. N. Williams, District 3, Riwaji County, 3 lawmakers were all citizens. P.
Yeah, all
Mark
right.
Dewey, District 1, Maryland County. So we have 6 expelled citizens. And
So
I
you
see
see,
more people
what we're
still
talking
writing.
about. How can you just expel people from your party because a particular
That was
decision
too
you have
fast.
taken? I mean, where
That
is
was
your
just
executive? Did you guys have meeting? What was your
no,
finding?
I just
What the right for the decision? Did you call the people, the parties? Did you call them for a discussion for you to know why they did what they did? You know what I'm saying? But you don't do it. You just go
yeah.
with your emotion. You just go and just take a decision. So when they ask you why did you suspend the people, why your reason? Because there was one independent candidate who
Mm-hmm.
misbehaved in the parliament and it was signatory for the person being expelled. Is that a reason? Is that a reason in your constitution that requires somebody being expelled from your party? So people do things sometimes before they think. Why your constitution say when it comes to expulsion of somebody? Yakakaliwa was never a sedition. He's an independent candidate.
Never.
So the one independent candidate in the parliament misbehaved in the entire country, and your representative in the parliament saw it fit to expel the president. Then you say without any consultation, without calling the people to discuss anything with them, without anything, you just went and say I expelled them. So who cares? Expel them. Other political party will open their eye for them. In fact, apparently see this is not even know their history now. They just think they are still
I'm
strong.
sure
No, you guys are history.
right now the everyday speaker is an enemy in its own party. Honorable Thomas Fala. Oh, they are dealing with him tonight. They are really dealing with him
They
tonight.
can't tomorrow go
But
sleep. You
that
drink a
is
little
something.
glass of wine,
This
get some
is
sleep too.
and then that is where now the politics comes in. Because what happened at the house, we know people are there from various political parties, but in reality, the decision was real. The incident that happened, it puts the state at risk, and those who voted for the sake of the state to
Yeah.
save our democracy. But people they didn't understand it, and they are now shifting it to politics. So that is why they are coming back to bring politics into it to say they will expel these lawmakers. Most of the people have already set their crowns. Like Judy Weah has been in the house for this is her third term as lawmaker. This is her third term. She's a veteran in the house. So if the people all over decide not to vote for her again, it will be probably because they think they are tired, or not be because she's being
Or
expelled from
CDC,
CDC.
Dana Lova, I mean, Lova
But
Kandi,
this
Dana
is her
CDC
third term.
stronghold. Judy Jack, I
Yeah,
elected apparently because of relationship with her consequence or citizen. She didn't
yeah,
get elected.
yeah,
She didn't get elected because of
yeah,
CDC.
yeah.
But it's a serious
So
issue.
that's it,
But
folks.
Liberia is going to another step. I mean, I'm so happy that it happening that way. At least we're not hearing Marcus and Prophet King went to, I mean,
No,
like,
since he went to
yeah, no, they get caught. How they put the call here? There's a need they get caught here. There's a need. How they say voluntary something like that. Voluntary something. They want to go say our in jail. Our in when they go to call in voluntary this and that. So he went there. He get a lot of markers on Facebook. But the Twitter. I mean, man,
no, we've
I
been
need your own
arrested.
embarrassment too. This is an embarrassment. I know that the only English the man know. This is an embarrassment to the country. You are the most embarrassment to the country. Well, guys, tomorrow I will be hosting the president for Unico National. So I hope you guys log in. It will be the show start at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The last 1 hour. I hope you guys log in. But again, I want to say thank you to you, Miss Cook. It was a nice one for us to really open our people's eyes that the expulsion of Yakewa is not related in not any way politically instigated. It's something that the law is a law that they need to go by the law. And for the non-vote, according to the constitution, Yake knows about that law. That why he was smart. That guy smart. He said he brought a poor car today. So why you got in that office, they sign your hour escorting, you take it and get out of there. That office need to be consecrated for our new representative. Yeah.
And from unconfirmed sources, I've seen a lot of young people, and this is not true. It's just for fun. A lot of young people are endorsing. You get sick with behind your back. So you get sick. We don't know
try,
that
try
you
to
got endorsement already voting for him.
yeah,
So
Yaga said quick ran. I mean, he participated in the election, but I don't know whether he to which
Yeah,
place he
yeah.
was. So,
I think he was third.
okay, so Yaga need to call the Central TV. Let ask us a question too, because we don't want him to go in the parliament And Peter, because like they sing Yaka, the Nissan, they sing maybe different
I know,
pronunciation.
right?
But
Yeah, different
yeah,
country,
man.
different pronunciation, a little bit. A
And right
different
now,
spelling,
Yaka,
but the
when they did
pronunciation.
that thing to him, for he's diabetic already. For him to go lay down and sleep or relax himself, he was on the show, on the Facebook. I mean, in the street, people singing behind him. I understand. Sometimes when things happen quickly like that, unexpected, even though we knew it was going to happen, unexpected, you said, I don't know, there's a reaction. But at 2 a.m. the morning, I mean, tomorrow morning, it will kick in. You'll be like, damn, so I'm no longer a lawmaker. Really? For
Yeah,
real?
that's the time the reality can kick in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the time the reality kick. Right now, he's still talking to friends, family friends on the line, calling his wife, his kids,
And
family
some people
members,
tell giving you hope.
only
Don't worry, you can sue them, you
politicians.
can succeed, you can make it.
Yeah,
They're not all
yeah,
right. They put the other person there. They say all I want, but please,
yeah.
when time
So,
comes, I mean, like,
so after everything, he will just fall asleep. By the time he comes, so he say 2 to 3 a.m. Then he start thinking,
is it my
the
Yeah,
real
reality start
political
coming
now
in.
2
representative
a.m. when
here?
you wake up on Thursday, on Tuesday morning when your friends are getting ready to go to session, there'll be no way
I
enough for
tell
you to
you,
disrespect the speaker.
mm,
You know, you
Eh,
go in our house again. Yeah, but
so
I
yeah,
beg
you
to
for me
leave,
there.
Miss Cook. Again, thank you for inviting me on your show. And we will see you
Thank
again.
you.
I have to
Coming.
leave this time, and I want to say thank you to everybody. Please make sure you reach Reverend Doba and let you guys conclude what he needs to do.
Okay, all right.
Bye. Got
Bye.
it. Bye.
Yeah, you out. Bye. Okay, folks, that's how we want to end this on Samdra TV special edition. We right here, and Samdra TV will be open on Sunday for another very important program. On tomorrow too for another very important program. Follow us on YouTube, on Facebook, like our page, make your contribution even as we are going offline. And let's hear you. God bless you. Have a wonderful night tonight.
For Santra TV, she here to give you the best. Come and listen, everybody, to Santra TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen.